are you
I
on
am
this Monday?
lovely because, like, the temperatures.
Lovely?
Lovely.
Or loverly?
No, lovely.
It's from My Fair Lady.
That is. Way to go.
Wouldn't it be loverly?
Loverly.
Doesn't
If everybody
really make any
loved a
sense.
Monday, it would be.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess that's fine. Yeah.
I am happy that the temperatures are, like, getting more fall-like. I was getting a little over the hot and humid.
Yeah.
Just a little bit. I wanted it to get cold. Don't quote me
I
that,
can
but-
wear I first of all, fashion.
Right?
Fashion.
Jean jacket is always in fashion.
Wait. Here we go.
Oh,
Here we go.
it's a little too bright on this Monday for you.
It's a little too bright.
A little too bright for you. I am wearing hot pink, so it could be that it's just my
High fashion.
radiant personality.
This is high fashion.
High fashion.
Yep. No big deal. Whew.
I know.
It's I'm not gonna lie. It's pretty hard to look this good.
Is it? By like 10 o'clock on a Monday? Really hard.
Precisely 10 o'clock, 10:02.
10:02 by now.
10:02?
It's got to be 10:02.
Let me look.
I mean,
still good.
totally. Snoopy's still on my watch.
Still
It's all good.
Do you have one of those things where it changes
It
each
does.
time you look at it?
Yeah.
Nice.
Snoopy does all kinds of things.
Respect. Does he do the dance?
He does.
Nice.
He does. He flies a plane. He takes naps. You know.
First of all, how big of a fan of Snoopy are you?
I am not, but I am roommate and married to somebody that is totally
So you know
a Peanuts fan.
So you know the name of the bird, right? The yellow bird. Mm-hmm. In Snoopy.
Boy, you were really calling me out, but my brain went to Linus right away, and
Nope.
so now it's
That was
like
definitely one of the children.
it is one of the children, and so now my brain is like on all of like psychiatrist help 5 cents.
Okay,
with-
well that's Lucy.
that's Lucy. I know.
So what's
And
the
Linus.
name of the bird? This is the one that I think people have the most trouble with.
Oh, it's a Monday. It's a Monday for sure.
Oh, I got you.
And then there's
good.
Pigpen. Why can't I
I
come up
got
with
her
everybody
good.
else's name?
Yep. Do you want a hint? I'll give you a hint.
Okay.
It has to do with a music festival.
Woodstock.
There it is.
I mean, come on. It was there. I'm telling like for the fact I could get everybody else though.
Yeah.
That's unlike
See, here's
me.
the thing. Everybody that's watching is going to say that they got it right away.
They are, but
did they?
I don't think so.
Did they, though?
I mean,
I'm not sure.
normally you throw me a question and I can't name anybody in it. So do I get a
Yeah.
little credit on a Monday morning?
No, yeah.
A little bit.
Absolutely.
A little
Like,
bit.
I'm not judging. And I'm sure at some point I forgot. Like, but that seems to be the one that that it slips everyone's
So I will
mind.
tell you, every Christmas I have to buy Jeremy boy, I almost forgot my husband's name. That was really
That's
great.
fine.
The Peanuts calendar, that's got like a comic a day, the page a day,
Yeah.
every year.
You know what I have? Some years ago, I think it was Hallmark had a thing where they it was 5 or 6 characters that it's like a wireless music
And they hook to-
thing.
yeah.
Yeah. So we have those.
Well, I'm going to tell you, we have a Peanuts tree or a Snoopy tree
Okay.
because Hallmark started like the classic series of them.
Yeah.
And we have one for every year that we have been engaged and now married. And it's quite a collection because that means there's over 25 of
I have
them on my tree.
They're all on the tree.
Uh-huh.
Nice. Yeah, ours
They're
has
Christmas
our
ornaments.
Christmas. First of all, we can't talk about Christmas too long because it's going to be spooky month.
I know.
So
which
we need to talk about that more.
Okay, we
but,
can.
But I will say that our tree has more or less been overrun with the Hallmark ornaments, like from movies, and me and my best friend, we kind of do like an exchange every year.
Yep.
Of
I mean, a shout out to Hallmark and Christmas ornaments.
There can be a Christmas Vacation one here, an Indiana Jones one there, Star Wars here, Harry Potter there. Occasionally, You can get horror characters, Jason Voorhees, Michael Myers. You can put those on your tree.
Yeah.
You know, if I can't say it. No, I will say it. I won't say it. Never mind.
Okay, so moving on. We'll get off the Christmas boat, but like they've been out since July.
Right. Let's talk about
we're like
Spooky
mid-season.
Month because that's coming up.
It is, but can we finish September first? And then we can talk about October. There's not many days left in September, so we have to savor them.
I just don't care.
You don't care about
I don't
September?
care. Also, missed opportunity. They should have released Beetlejuice in October, but I understand why they didn't. And I think that the digital release where you can buy it or get it on Blu-ray or 4K will be in October.
I'm guessing
So I'm very excited
they
about
have
that.
a method to their madness.
And
They probably have marketing to back that up.
I bet so.
I bet so.
Yeah.
So,
Spooky skeletons. No?
no,
Okay.
not to October yet.
All right.
We got to savor
All
September.
right. Well, then let's talk about the not fun stuff. Take it away,
it is fun
Shannon.
I have totally fun September things to talk about.
You know what's weird is that I'm right-handed and I have to take my drinks with my left hand, and it feels awkward every time. So from now on,
You're just going to drop the mic. So I'm going to talk about, it is an exciting week.
that felt much better, by the way.
Okay, good. In September, because it is homecoming week.
Heyo,
Homecoming week for Roland Story.
homecoming.
So you'll see kids dressed up in all kinds of different things this week because it's homecoming week.
Yeah, I don't have a lot to say about homecoming except that Green Day has a song named Homecoming.
Well, so I'm going to ask you a question.
Yeah.
Because we're not going to talk about Green Day.
My
What
heart is beating from
This is a
the...
question that I want you to go back from your past because now you're almost 50.
Wow.
And what is one of your homecoming memories that is appropriate to repeat?
Homecoming memories?
Yeah. I mean, that was a long time ago.
I think you know how photos kind of become your memories.
Yep.
So there was a photo of me, my friend Paul, Jared, Mark. I think that was it. Maybe Sean was in it. People don't know these people. But it was like, it was just all, you know, a lot of times you go to homecoming and you do a picture with your date or whatever.
Yep.
And for some reason we were like, nah, let's just do it us guys. So we, and undoubtedly, like at least some of us had dates. I was a catch. So naturally, I don't remember who it would have been, but I probably had a date. Some would say I aged like fine wine. But
I have not said that. just
well,
to be
you'll say
clear.
it eventually.
I
It's fine.
usually refer to most men that they aged like stale beer.
I don't even, gross. First of all, I don't even like beer that much.
Well, I don't at all. So,
So I'm going to say,
so you remember going with a
well,
bunch of
yeah,
guys.
well, so like I remember taking that photo because then you see the photo over the years and you kind of remember the stuff around that. I remember, I feel like I'm getting prom confused with homecoming as well.
Well, yeah, we're on homecoming week.
Right. But I'm trying, what do you remember from homecoming?
We
And then while you're talking, I'll listen, but I'll think.
we always did our parade on Thursday night before
Yes, the
Friday.
parade.
So we
Yes.
always did a parade, and I played volleyball. So we always got to ride on a fire
Did
truck.
you play volleyball or volleyball?
Volleyball?
Okay.
Volleyball.
It was funny how you said it.
I probably was. Tomato, tomato, potato, potato.
Let's call the whole thing off.
Yeah. So that was like one memory was always the coolness of like having the community come and watch the
Yeah.
the homecoming parade.
I do remember, this isn't a thing that I did. I think that I had a limo one year for homecoming, but the same
For
year.
homecoming,
Yeah, I think so.
I think you're on prom.
No, well, one year we had a limo for prom but I mean, I don't know.
I think you're messing it up. So I think Lance has to go back and look at his photos.
I don't know. I remember getting ready at like a friend's house. I remember, I don't know. Maybe homecoming wasn't that fun for me.
I'm going with no. But it is homecoming week, so cheer on your Norse this week. On Friday, there will be a homecoming parade.
I have a question.
Okay.
Who are we playing for homecoming?
Of course you had to ask me.
Okay.
Don't ask me that question.
It's fine. What I want to know is like, are we going to win? Because it's not
we're gonna
because
win.
because it's not their homecoming, so we don't want them to win.
We don't want them to
like
win.
It's not like, oh yeah, we'll give them this one because it's also their homecoming, but it's not.
Right.
So it's our homecoming. So really, they should forfeit.
I don't think we want to.
But honestly though, shouldn't that be the right thing to do?
No.
But for real though, if if you're going to another town, okay, hear me out.
Somebody's got to win and somebody's got to lose.
No,
dude.
I get it. But if you're going to another town,
Yes.
and you know it's their homecoming,
Yes.
but obviously you want to win, you just give them a good run for their money, and then like towards the end of the game, just be like, you know what, guys, fellas, let's just let them have it because we want them to be in a good mood for their dance.
So this is where it comes in that you're like a sports ball person and not like a sports addict, like, or a sports fan. That you think they should just give it up. I mean, come on. It's all about records and winning.
It's not giving up.
It is too, if you just let them win.
It's mutual respect.
No, there is no mutual respect in winning when it comes to sports.
I'm just saying sometimes you can
that's
be
where, like,
cool. Like there was a video on the internet recently that there was somebody that it was like a race, like a foot race, like a marathon or something
that's
like that.
Different.
It's not different.
It isn't, because there is no record when it comes to running.
Same.
No.
Because somebody was clearly in first place and he got like a little disoriented and he went like in the wrong direction and somebody passed him. And then the person that passed him said, this is going to be messed up if I stay in front of this person.
Wasn't that like a recreational race, not like a...
No, like you win things.
But like in high school sports, your record matters for postseason.
Here's all that I'm saying is that I'm right.
and
that would be the right thing to do. And also, all I'm saying is that this is in favor of the Norsemen. 100%. Like I'm backing
in
them
this instance, but we're gonna have to go play somebody, and it might be their homecoming.
Yeah,
and then it wouldn't be in our favor.
But then you're just like, all right. It's almost like one of those. What are those games where they happen and they like it doesn't even really matter. It's just like it's like a fun game for the spectators and the team. And I know that those things exist.
That's called rec sports. And this is not rec sports.
But like sometimes the actual like big teams do these things where it's kind of like more for the spectacle of it or whatever. You know,
preseason.
Is that what that is?
Yeah. And we're in season mode. In this case, we would like preciseness. So not only is it homecoming week, but
she made me cut out a lot of that, just so you know.
And
just so you know, there was a lot of good stuff there, and she made me cut it out. And I'm drinking with my left hand again.
It's all good.
It just feels weird.
Is that like Ollie stuff that tastes like dirt?
This is a Guinness.
No, it's not. Your koozie is.
Yeah. It is a Guinness.
I know. I saw it. I was like, wait, great.
Yes, this is a probiotic supports digestive health. I still haven't bought the one that you were talking to me about.
You need to.
The Poppy? Is that what it was? What was
it's an Ollie Pop.
No, the one that you were telling me about of the probiotics. So there was an episode we did where you and somebody else were talking about some other type of soda like this.
Alani is what I drink. Alani. This week, there is a lot of exciting things. Like, I'm going to be, like, out of town, which is always exciting because that means I get to go visit other places in Iowa.
This week?
Yeah. So Tuesday, I get to, which is tomorrow.
Yeah.
I get to go to McGregor, and we do this thing. It's called Iowa Tourism Insider Meeting. So we get to learn all this great information about tourism stuff.
Can I be honest with you?
Sure.
I had no idea there was a town called McGregor.
Makokada?
I've heard of that, but only because when I was in 5th grade, we had a girl transfer from there.
So it's up in that part of the state.
I didn't even know it was up. Thank you.
So we're going to now add a geography section to the weekly podcast because we got to leave. Okay. What town do you live in, Lance?
What?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I know. Not that Nevada area.
Nevada. That's fine. Continue.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
And then Tuesday, I get to go to Coon Rapids, and you're going to be like, where's Coon Rapids?
I've been to Coon Rapids in Minnesota.
Well, I'm not going to Minnesota. I get to go to Evolution of the Heartland is what it's called. And it's
Sing a song about the heartland.
well, you're in the right kind of genre of music because
boy.
agritourism is becoming a massive marketing thing for Iowa. And so it will be all the day about agritourism, which maybe you don't know, which has to do with agriculture.
Okay.
And tourism. And that is something that I am looking in because we do have a number of businesses in Story City that are agriculture based because
Yeah.
we are in Iowa. So I'm going to go learn all about it on a agritourism event in Coon Rapids.
How much country music do you think you're going to hear there?
I hope a lot. What? I do.
First of all, okay.
Because it's a
I
song
was
about
at-
the heartland.
Yeah, it's the only place I feel at home.
At home.
Thank you.
Yep.
Yeah.
But also like awesome, cool tourist stuff that's happening this week is it's a event that's called Central Iowa Junk Jaunt. And it's something that happens twice a year.
Is
It's
it like a flea market?
well, so it's for people that like to do junkin. So like
What is that?
well, it sounds like not an event that you have attended.
No.
So
The term sounds familiar, but I
yeah,
don't
so
know.
Central Iowa Junk Jaunt is through Central Iowa.
Okay.
Boone, Ames, Story City, Jewel, Stanhope, I think is part of, and there's a map. So like you can stop at all these places and we have a few places here in Story City that participate in that. So Antiques, Iowa, Slim's, Country Market, Silver Chandelier, and Red Granite Farms are on the map.
Okay.
And so what these people do is get in a car with their girlfriends or their spouses or whoever they like and go touring around to do junkin. So
Yeah.
usually it's like kind of like a scavenger hunt of you're going to find those vintagey good junk, new, old, vintage things through the thing. And I think there's
but they're going into stores.
they're going into stores.
So it's
Some
not
of them-
it's not like people are setting out their junk for people to go through.
There
right?
are some locations that are in rural that are more like a pop-up where there might be a couple of different vendors at, but our locations in Story City are at actual locations that run
right.
businesses. Junk jaunt. It rolls off your tongue. Junk jaunt.
I have to say, because I've never said anything else to the contrary, that sounds like a wonderful thing.
It is fun.
I love it.
I mean, and in fall, you were just talking about October. The reason I like the fall one,
Yeah.
because it's fall and you can like some places have pumpkins and gourds and it's fun in the fall because it's that flannelly
Yeah.
fall.
Are we going to do a fall event outside coming up? Like, are we going to host a thing?
in
Like-
Story City?
Yeah.
Yeah, our fall event is called Downtown Trick or Treat with Touch a Truck.
Hey, we're, what else do you want to talk about?
That's it.
That's it?
Four things.
That's all you wanted to talk about?
We're at an hour, dude.
We're not in an
You're-
hour.
we're gonna cut a whole bunch of that
I
stuff
guarantee
out.
you this episode just started not that long ago, so we are definitely not at an hour.
Well, and if anybody ever looks at the time on my
We
watch,
don't even-
really
we
nice
haven't-
and close, it is not 10 a.m.
We
anymore.
haven't even had a guest yet.
We haven't had a guest yet.
So,
But I have quite the guest for us today.
do you?
Yeah.
All right.
She's going to talk about some amazing volunteer opportunities
I
for
accept.
people that are more seasoned than you and I in life.
All right. I accept.
Absolutely.
That sounds great to me. I feel like there was other things that I was going to talk about, but alas, I have forgotten.
You have forgotten because you are getting of an age that you need to start writing things down.
I'm pretty sure that's not it.
I'm pretty sure it is.
Listen, if anybody looks at me and they don't just see youth and the future, then they're wrong.
We're not talking
Because
about your mental
that's-
stability. No, we're talking about your current age. Love you, but
What is age really? Honestly,
age is a number.
especially
I will give you that.
Well, probably
Age is a number.
but especially if you look at somebody and you're like, I genuinely can't tell how old that person is because of their high fashion. Thank you.
And we're not talking about Lance anymore.
Is that what it is? One of these days, you should show up just wearing something that's completely out of character.
I know.
It
Wouldn't
should
that be
good.
weird? And
We
see if
could do-
anybody would
We could do
notice?
like a Halloween one.
We should.
That'd be fun.
We will. The week of Halloween.
We could decorate for Halloween.
We could
That'd be fun.
do a whole bunch of creepy spider webs.
Yeah.
We could.
Yeah, but then I gotta put them up and take them down. It's fine.
You know, we can have fun without that.
I don't know. It'll be good. It'll be either way. It'll be good. Once again, there's so many more things that I want to say, but I cannot remember what they are. So I guess we're done, and we'll move on to the next segment with the guest, who I hear is amazing.
She is amazing.
So
Aren't all Story City people amazing?
that's what I was gonna say.
I mean, right.
Yeah,
Mostly on Mondays.
I accept.
Okay.
That it.
We'll be back shortly.
We'll be right back.
We'll be back.
Just for the fun of it. Just for the smile of it, like Coke. Just for the cool of it, the light of it. The spoon of it, like it. Just for the marvelous feeling. Just for the style of it. The number one of it. Just for the taste of it. Diet Coke.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
It was a nice break.
Of all the breaks that we've ever had, that was probably my favorite.
I am so glad.
What did you like about it?
Not my co-host. No,
Oh, it's sad.
he didn't sing to me this time.
That's fair. Hey,
Yay!
I
have a guest
I
with
saw
us.
that. Yeah, I saw that a person showed up on our couch.
Not just a person.
Okay,
This is Laura Severson.
I've heard tale.
Not truly the one and only. For the ones that truly do know you.
Wow, fair.
Yeah.
So, Laura,
Yes.
welcome
Thank you.
to the bunker. So, why is Laura here today?
Well, let's have Laura tell us why she's here today. So
Laura, do you know why you're here today?
she does know why she's here. I'm
do.
pretty sure she knows.
Okay. Okay. Fair enough.
So,
Yes.
but I'll let you just start by telling us a little bit about yourself, and then we'll go into maybe a little more why you're here today. So,
Okay. So yeah, Laura Severson.
Hi, Laura.
Hi. So I am here because I work for Central Iowa RSVP. And it is an organization that has been in Story City for 51 years. And a lot of people don't even know we exist or that we're here or what we do.
So this is the company that everybody has to go through in order to say whether or not they're going to a party?
No. Nope. So I should back up.
I am
RSVP?
Oh, I was like, what are you even talking about?
RSVP.
Nobody
got it.
uses
Yep.
that anymore.
Yep.
Nobody RSVPs.
This is true.
That's like so 20 years ago, Lance.
I tried.
So
Tried-
20 years ago. I
tried
don't
my
even think that's
best.
on an invite anymore.
I tried my best.
So Central Iowa RSVP, it stands for Retired and Senior Volunteer Program.
I did not see that coming.
Nope, not at all. Yep.
So once again, we're
But
here
you do know that the letters match.
I do, yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
They
Gotcha.
do. So the reason I asked Laura here, and we've been kind of on a theme of explaining some organizations in town. Laura is one of those organizations that, like a couple of us, have multiple uses in the building they're in. So why don't you explain a little bit? We'll go into what RSVP is in a little bit, but talking about where your building is located and
Yeah.
what's all housed in that building.
Absolutely. So our business office is in the Story City Community Center at 503 Elm. And kind of like you were talking a week or two ago about the golf course, we have a really unique and kind of confusing relationship with the city. And then we also have a board that oversees our organization. It's called the Story City Senior Citizens Incorporated. SCSC. Yep. Yep.
Thank you.
Yep. You're welcome. So the city of Story City owns the building, the community center. But the Story City Senior Citizens actually manages and runs the building. So the rentals and activities and things that happen there.
And may I say, it's about time they got some jobs.
Yeah.
See what I did?
Yep.
You did.
I made it funny
Yep.
Okay.
because they're
tried.
retired,
I gotcha.
right? So now they're working again.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Respect.
Respect. Yep.
And since our organization is housed in the community center,
Yeah.
we actually handle the rentals for Story City senior citizens.
Oh.
So if you're calling to rent the building, I will answer the phone. This is, RSVP, this is Laura. And so sometimes that's confusing for people because they're looking for the community center.
Yeah.
And sometimes they'll look on the city's website to rent buildings, and the community center's on there, but they don't rent through the city. So
Oh, okay.
that's where it gets kind of confusing. So the city owns the building, the Story City senior citizens manage and run it, and then RSVP, we help with the actual rentals just because we're housed in there.
Okay.
So it's not confusing at all.
Not
No,
at all. Yep.
I 100% got it the first time.
I'm totally, because you know all the acronyms now.
Have
Yep.
you considered answering the phone, RSVP, SCSC, and then just continue, run through
I
all
might
of
forget
the
my name by that
possible-
point.
Yes,
Yep.
exactly.
I think we need to come up with
This
like a
is,
jingle.
Yes.
Like a jingle.
Never mind, it doesn't matter.
Yep. A lot of times it's RSVP. This is Laura. Is this where I call for the community? Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
RSVP, this is Laura. I'd
Yep.
like a table for 6, please.
There we go. Yep.
To play cards.
To play cards.
Yes.
To play cards.
Yep.
So-
So I guess a plug for the community center. It is for rent. They have Monday through Friday. They have like half day or full day rentals, and then on the weekend you can do full day rentals as well. They offer discounts for service organizations and nonprofits.
Okay.
And then during the week, there's a handful of activities that are open to everybody. Wednesday, they have their fellowship luncheon. They have bingo afterwards. And then Thursday and Friday afternoons, they have cards. So
So when we say open to everyone, those are more senior activities, correct?
they're
When
more senior activities,
Okay.
but anybody's welcome to come.
seasoned age, whatever you feel like
Yep.
that age is.
Absolutely.
Perfect.
So
So if I go missing on a Wednesday,
Then we
I'm
know.
feeling that age.
Right.
that day.
That works.
yeah.
So you were talking a little bit about RSVP.
Yep.
So can you go into a little bit of what that organization does for
Yes.
seniors?
Yep. So it's actually a national service program through AmeriCorps. And the mission of it is to enhance the lives of older adults 55 and older by connecting them with rewarding volunteer opportunities that meet community needs. With Central Iowa RSVP, we serve 4 counties. So we're in Story County, but we're also in Marshall County, Hamilton, and Webster. And that's just our organization.
Okay.
Within Story County, we have, within our organization, we have 3 core services. So the 3 main things we do is the volunteer management for folks who are 55 and older. And then in Story County, we also have a transportation program and volunteer management for emergencies. So those are the main things we do.
So go ahead.
no. I'm curious.
Yeah.
Where did the number 55 come from? Is that like a US wide like typical retirement thing? Like what is that? Or is that the official senior citizen?
So AmeriCorps is the one that operates, that federal program is the one that operates RSVP. So it's
Okay.
all over the country.
Sure.
And so the program, that's kind of what they had put together.
Okay.
So that's from them.
it's the magic number.
Yes.
It's the age you get cheap coffee at McDonald's.
There you
too.
go.
What it's fine. Don't get me wrong. What bothers me is that I am a teenager away from being that age.
And he's afraid, and now he's afraid he's going to have to volunteer when he gets that age because he
There you
hasn't
go.
learned how to do that yet.
No comment. I was just curious.
For
where
the
age-
record,
I thought
I mean, come on.
I thought that we were all like living so much longer nowadays, so maybe we just bump it up like 60, 62, something like that. Because 55 seems
It's young.
it's closer for you. I'm just saying.
And I'm okay with that because they get
Well-
lunch and they get to play
Well, then-
cards in the middle of the day.
Well, then I'll have what she's having because
Because I had extra in my coffee this morning
That
or
would-
something.
that would do it.
There you go. So, Laura, if somebody is of that season age of coming up to 55 or later, how would they go about getting connected with you?
Yes. So we do have a website. Obviously, everybody does. It's rsvpvolunteer.org. They can also call us. It's the same number for the community center, 733-4917. You can stop in at the community center and chat with us as well.
Awesome.
So,
if let's say I become 55 here sometime,
3 weeks.
not how rude. Might feel it some days, but mostly on Mondays.
Fair.
So
Wait, whoa. Was that a dig? That was a
maybe
dig.
it was a little bit
I
of
think
a
she
dig.
meant because she was hanging out with me.
It might be, yeah. On Mondays, I feel old. So, like, say I hear it frequently in my job. Well, if I volunteer, I'm going to get suckered in to do things forever and ever and ever.
Yep.
So if I would sign up to be a volunteer with you, what does that kind of look like? Do I get to pick and choose what I am passionate about, or do you just get an email list? So kind of explain that in a little detail of they're not signing a life sentence,
Right.
as some people like to say. So.
Yep. So with the volunteer management, that piece of the program, when you fill out an application, we've got kind of a list of general things that you might be interested in doing. So first, you would let us know the things that you're interested in, passionate about, that are meaningful to you. The benefit of signing up through RSVP to be a volunteer is that we take that into account. So when things come up that are of interest to you, we would reach out to you and say, hey, this opportunity's here. Would you like to participate? If something comes up that's not in your interest, we're not going to call you, harass you. You know, we're truly taking into account what is interesting and meaningful to you
Yeah.
and connecting you with that.
So give a couple of examples of what some of your volunteers in your services do. We talked about emergency management, but and driving. But what other opportunities have people got to experience through your organization?
Yeah. So we connect with all sorts of local organizations that are in need of volunteers. So we have people who help at food pantries, the library. Some do like clerical work. Some we're looking for pen pals right now that once a month they write a letter to kids in the school.
Oh, wow.
And work on the pen pal.
That's
Help
awesome.
them with writing and developing a relationship. So it can be something that's in your home once a month for an hour. It can be something that's, hey, every Tuesday I'm going to go and do this. And so on our Facebook page, we highlight all 4 of our counties that we do this in, but we put up the different opportunities that are there so that you kind of have an idea of things that are going on. But yeah, it can also be like Iowa games, things that are one time, you're just helping for that thing, or it can be ongoing.
So I'm going to ask the question. I'm sure you have way too many volunteers for the need you have, right? Like every organization has that.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Wouldn't that be just wonderful? Sorry, we're full.
Yep.
So I'm assuming there's still a need
Yes.
in our community and outside of our community for those opportunities to volunteer.
Yep. There's always a need. And like I said, since we're looking for things that you're interested in, and then connecting with the different community needs that come up, because different things come up or needs change. And so there's always a need to connect. So.
Well, is there anything else that I missed? Because I'm learning your organization along with everybody else, because it has been a confusion point.
Yes,
We have those organizations here in town being a small community that wear many hats, and your organization being one of those. Is there an elevator speech? I'm just going to have you kind of repeat. An elevator speech of, if somebody says, Story City Community Center, what's it all about? How is the best way to answer that?
Yes. Well, I guess I want to say a little bit more about the other 2.
Absolutely.
The transportation program.
Yeah.
So that is just in Story County. And what it is, it's a free program for folks who are not able to drive. And so we provide rides for older adults to medical appointments and other essential services. So we have volunteers who they drive their own vehicle, and we offer them reimbursement, and they just get them where they need to go.
Nice.
So it could be just, someone here in town needs to go for a lab up at McFarland in Story City. It could be taking them to Ames for something.
Yeah.
So we're always looking for more drivers for that, especially in the greater Story County. We have people in like Maxwell and such. So.
Right.
But that's just a really great program that a lot of people don't know about. The emergency management volunteers, we connect with a few different organizations. So in the event of a disaster or an emergency, we're able to help out. So one of them is Story County Emergency Management. If there's a natural or man-made disaster, what we do is we put together, it's called a volunteer reception center. So basically a place to manage and organize all those spontaneous volunteers that come from the community to make sure that we can help, if it's like sandbagging and whatnot, like getting people where they need to go to help in an emergency. The other thing that we do with that is a non-emergency phone bank. So as you have volunteers and people who want to help out, kind of connecting them with the response and recovery needs. So that's one piece of that. Another thing is with the Story County Sheriff's Office, if there is a missing or abducted person, we man the tip hotline. So when people call in with, tips that they've seen, so that's another thing that we connect with. And then the other one is Story County Public Health. So if there's a public health emergency, might have been one a few years ago, we help organize the mass clinics and like vaccinations and stuff like that.
We've
What-
locked that one in a case
what
and it's gone
happened?
now, right?
A couple years ago?
a couple years ago.
couple of years ago.
I remember Tiger King. Was that
Yep,
the emergency?
that was- yep. Or those wasps. What
Those-
were they?
Carol Baskins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, we had a wasp problem?
Yeah, weren't they? They had a name.
Yeah.
The Green Hornet?
Well, they were like
I don't
killer
know.
Yeah, I don't remember. But
I don't know.
No.
I don't remember this.
See, we like locked that back
Yep.
far,
I
far
guess
away,
so.
out of
Yep.
out of sight, out of mind. Gone. It's gone.
Good.
Because we're getting close to that
I was gonna
55
say,
years
you're getting
old.
up there in age.
We can't remember what we had for breakfast
Well,
today.
Yep.
I gotta go.
I will say for the transportation program and for the the emergency management, you don't have to be 55. And so some of that too is just, people helping everyone else in the community.
Yeah.
We just manage those programs. So
Very cool.
yeah.
Awesome.
So we do a lot of little things, and again,
Many hats.
many hats, but
Yeah.
not always aware that we're there. So
That is always a struggle
Yep.
for all of us. So if they would like to get connected,
Yep.
let's refresh. They can come see you
they can come see me
at the
in
community, center. You have a Facebook page,
Yep.
which is Central Iowa RSVP, correct?
Yep.
You have a website,
Yep.
rsvpvolunteer.org.
Perfect.
Jeepers, I'm getting good at this.
Yep.
It's like you've hosted a show before or
I
something.
know,
like
but I'm learning because Laura, I'm going to be like the citizens of Story City, and I know there was a lot of things going on at your location, but Laura was gracious enough to educate me on how that all really kind of works.
Yeah.
Her organization's very similar to mine, with many things happen in one building.
Yeah. Yep.
And whose role is what, and so
Very cool.
I'm grateful that you could come, and so. Nice little plug one more time. Just if you want to give that, here's what we do in 30 seconds, hit it, girl,
There we go.
and tell us.
Yep. So we connect folks that are interested in volunteering, mainly 55 and older, with opportunities that they're interested in that meet the needs that the community has.
Perfect.
Follow-up question, if you don't mind.
Absolutely.
Because I'm here too.
Okay.
The question that I always like to ask at the end of our episodes is, why do you feel like it's important to give back to your community?
Wait a second.
I feel like
That's my
that's the
question.
question she asks.
That's usually my question, but now he's trying to take all my glory, isn't he?
Yep. Yep.
But you can answer that because that's a great question. Because
sure will.
somebody
I just
who is
came- I
very
just-
intelligent
I just came up with it just now. I don't know where it came from.
after 20 episodes, you finally learned the question.
There you go. Yep.
17.
Yep.
Well, when you live in community, you really have to take care of each other.
Yep.
There are a lot of needs in the community, and some that people aren't even aware that are there. And so what we do is we just really kind of connect those dots. We help provide some of the services to help with some of those needs, like transportation. And then we also connect the people who have the time and talents and are wanting to give back to help them help each other.
Yeah.
So,
Love it.
yeah.
Love it. It is all about community.
That's what I was going to say.
Was it?
Yes.
Okay. We'll go with that.
Well,
But-
thank you. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Thank you for
so
having
much.
me.
He
Yeah.
probably retained about 15% of what you said. So
It is
well,
not.
It doesn't.
Yep.
First of all, it doesn't matter like right now because I have to watch this at least 3 more times
you
to
go.
edit it.
Yeah.
So by then I'm gonna have it all memorized.
You will.
I'll like flash the numbers at the bottom. The people.
What does
can call.
RSVP stand for?
It's the red.
You were this close.
So
this
close.
Yep.
So, on that note, you can say goodbye and remind them what RSVP stands for.
Retired and senior
I know the
volunteer
retired part. I should have known.
Volunteer
program.
Volunteer.
Right.
Yep.
Volunteer.
Party is 6 at 7 o'clock.
Volunteer.
Well, 4 o'clock if you're
4.
older.
I was gonna say,
I
yeah,
mean,
4
let's
o'clock.
be honest. We got to eat a little earlier when we're this close to 55.
Well, when you don't get up till 10 o'clock, like some people in this room.
As I said,
Or-
I do wake up earlier. It's just sometimes I go back to bed
like a retired person.
like a growing boy.
And on that note, we're going to let Laura go have a great day.
All right.
At the community center in Story City.
Thank you,
you.
Laura.
Thank you, Laura.
Do one more thing for me.
Yep.
Sign us off. Say goodbye.
Goodbye.
We'll see you guys. Bye-bye.
Bye.